Okay, so in this video, um, what I'm doing is just showing you what happened with the mousetrap. And so as you can see, the I'm doing this actually in real time. So the first time that you saw the mouse appear, that was actually the first time it showed up in this footage that I had for the video. So, sorry, from the camera. And you notice that it's, it's gone across the back there and it's disappeared. But you don't have to worry because it's going to be appearing soon. But the reason why I did this real time is because what I wanted to show you is that this mousetrap is so unidentifiable to the mouse that it will just naturally, walk around about it and it has no problem going inside it. And I think the reason why is because the trap is that much bigger than the mouse. It seems as if mice, yeah, here it is again. So now it's come back and it's going to be going around. And what I was just saying is that it's as if mice only look for things of a certain kind as being trapped, like objects. So if it was a cat, then of course the mouse would run. But this doesn't look like an animal of any kind. It's just like a construction. And so it seems as if mice can't really identify structures as being dangerous. Or, well, it's not even a structure, but, well, yeah, but any specific structures aren't, if it's stationary, then it's not dangerous. So, like I say, this is real time. Ever since that first time it showed up, um, yeah, so it's been sniffing around at the back there. But if you watch, it's going to appear soon. And what I'm really trying to show in this video is how it just doesn't take that long. And this isn't the kind of trap where a mouse is going to come, be suspicious, sniffing around it. And you know how some manufacturers will say you will put the trap down and you got to wait about, a day or two for them to get used to it. Well, not with this trap. This trap, every time I've trapped a mouse, the trap has always been put up the same day using this trap. I've never had to wait for the mouse to get used to it. And that's the thing about these kind of traps. Even though, yeah, here we go. So he's walked straight in and gone straight to the back, and that's it. The trap has dropped. So as you can see, the mouse had no real clue that it was a trap. As far as it's concerned, it was just a normal part of the environment. Couldn't identify anything in it that even hinted at being a trap. And the thing about it is, you might think, well, maybe it's because this mouse is dumb, but no, what I found is that the mice are all the same. The way that they view things is just the same. So if this way this mouse walked in the trap, sometimes you see another mouse might come in and won't go straight for the bait. So it could just be that this mouse is a bit young. But then I've had mice which are a little bit older, which have gone straight for the bait as well. So it just seems to vary. That some mice might, and also I think it's based on how hungry the mouse is as well. So if the mouse has just had some food, I think a mouse which has just had food wouldn't have gone straight for the bait like that. Whereas a mouse which is hungry, there's more chance of them, because they can't detect anything, they can't hear any sounds which are dangerous or seem dangerous to them, and everything that looks safe. Usually when the mouse is hungry, it will just go straight for the bait, whether it's old or young. And as you can see, the mouse, it's just checking at the bottom. But as you'd expect, this isn't just some basic Chinese trap. This has been actually, not that it's been designed, because obviously it's just a drawer. But the thing I made sure, of course, is that it was a drawer that when it drops on the ground, it sealed the space properly. And of course, that does mean that you have to make sure it's on a section of carpet that's flat, because there was a time before when I made a mistake where I had a bit of the carpet which was uneven, and then when I moved the trap to get the bottom underneath, the mouse actually escaped. But ever since then, I always made sure that the trap is laid on top of a piece of carpet which is flat and even for a good distance around it. So when it's like that, then that means that the mouse, there won't be any gap for the mouse to escape from. as you can see, it's doing the usual dig, you know, because it seems to be that's what they do, is that they will try and dig in the ground like it's earth. But of course, this is carpet. And when, you know, and that's the other thing about this trap, is that part of the reason I made it clear, I used this clear plastic, is simply so that, you know, obviously so that you can see in it with the camera. But of course, you can use opaque plastic, which a lot of traps do as well. But I think it's better when you have it clear, so at least some light can go in and the mouse isn't just in complete darkness, even though this is what they're used to. And so, and usually that's the other thing I'll notice, is they'll just find a spot to dig and they'll think that that is a good spot and they'll keep going at it. And the last thing I was going to say is that with this solenoid one, the thing I like about it is how much faster it is. And the fact that the solenoid actuation itself doesn't make any sound, like the previous one where I was using the servos. So the main good thing about this I like is that this current version is that it has the magnetic confinement, as you saw in the previous updates. And then it has the now it has a solenoid activation, which took a little bit of working out. Okay, so here I'm just taking the mouse out to its final destination and just showing how solid the magnetic confinement is. Because this sure is a lot more convenient than the beginning, when I used to have the drawer and the bottom of it would be cardboard. I mean, that was pretty annoying. But you know, when you start doing stuff like this, of course you're gonna do things the hard way. So as time went by, of course, had to improve it more for convenience sake than anything else, because it was so inconvenient, especially when it came to releasing it. And you can see yet again that the mouse obviously has to try, but it's got no chance of getting out because it's a solid construction. And it's obviously, it wasn't designed by some Chinese, so there isn't any sort of cheapskate engineering going on. So there, finally reached the time for the release. And you won't get to see much here, but just showing that the mouse is still there, is ready to go. And of course doing the usual, not moving like it should, like it normally does. So this one, alright, so I'm just going to release it. But of course the mouse drops out the back, so that's it. The mouse is gone, didn't get to show you it running off like in the other one. So that was just yet another successful release. And of course, the other thing I like about this is that because it's plastic, it's easy to shake the dirt off it. And it's easy to clean, obviously, as well. You know, that perspex. And that's it.